Welcome to another episode of Fishing Box Addict. Today's episode is a unique one. Everyone knows what's going on with tariffs and everything. And normally, Temu episodes are my most watched. It's where I get the most new subscribers. But Temu's changed, okay? Since the tariffs have happened, it's a completely different selection. And really what you're getting is just U.S. vendors that have contracted with Temu. So this is what I made about $100 purchase. A lot of it's like terminal tackle stuff. There is a few lures in here. But nowadays you order through Temu and it doesn't come in one giant bag like it used to. Now you're getting like 3 different bags. They come at different times. And so I've been holding off doing this video of Temu with tariffs, the new Temu, until I got all the packs. So now they're all here. All right. So I am going to start opening the new Temu world. And I had to open up the bags to make sure I knew what I was getting, but they still put them in these little packages. I got some scissors here. I'll speed up the process. And I'm going to still do like I normally did. These are like a tri-swivel. And when I've kind of got into the whole donkey rig phenomena with flukes. And I thought these things would be a good option. There's several ways to do a donkey rig. And for you that don't know what a donkey rig is, it's basically getting 2 flukes to operate together. They give kind of a schooling effect. And there's different ways to do it. You can do it with a 3-part swivel like this one. Or you can do it with 2 swivels kind of stacked on top of each other. But anyways, I bought these with the purpose of it. These are the 3-way swivel. This package was $9.18. There's 30 of them in here. And I like the size of them for the donkey rig. And so I'm going to try the donkey rig with these from Temu. You got 30 of them for $9.18. Okay. I've yet to catch it. I haven't really done it that much, the donkey rig thing. I've done it a couple times. I haven't caught anything with it, but maybe tomorrow. I'm going fishing tomorrow. I'll set one of my rods up with one of those, and we'll give it at least a handful of casts and see if I get lucky. All right. Item number 2. And I think this company that sent me stuff from Texas, it was all terminal tackle. Now, this was some hooks with swivels that you kind of use with a drop shot. Instead of tying the knots and doing it that way. I kind of like the idea of having the swivel. You can kind of see it right there. And you tie your line that way, and you tie a line with a weight at the bottom for a drop shot. I kind of like the way this will kind of present it so it doesn't flop down. It's going to be a little bit more straight out for a drop shot. And drop shotting is a popular technique at my lake. So some kind of pre-rigged drop shot hooks. Let's see what these went for. These went for 40 pieces. They call them a spin shot hook. And they were $5.37. All right. And like I said, I might have already mentioned, but all these are terminal tackle, I think. Oh, I got another bag of the, or maybe they gave me 2 bags. It's the same. Maybe there's 15 in each. So to give me the 30, they had to give me 2 bags. All right, that was another, the tri-swivel, 3-way swivel. Like I said, I'm going to use those for donkey rigs. All right, here's a set of swivels, all right, barrel swivels from micro down to here, all the way up to a larger size. These, it's 125 barrel swivel set for $5.13. Pretty good price. You get 5 different sizes, packed nice and neat. All right. So far, I'm happy with what I got. Some treble hooks. All right, some treble hooks. You can use these for different things. I was actually going to try some of the smaller trebles here for some carp that are in our lake. And then replacement hooks here. Let's see what quality is on these bad boys. They actually look pretty good. Pretty strong, I think. Trying to bend it a little bit, but they're not really bending. I think these will be adequate. So the treble hook set was $5.19. All right, we got 5 different sizes. And we're done with that company. All right. Let's go on to bag number 2. I got some polarized glasses. These polarized glasses went for $9. Let's see what they look like. Oh, we got a little strap. $9 polarized. It's a pretty good price, no matter how cheap they might be. I'll try them out tomorrow. Let's see how they work. There they are, my $9 glasses. Now this package came from good old Missouri City, Texas. All right. Here we go. A 6-pack of 2 3/4-inch salt-infused floating double tail. These were $4.64. Looks like a good technique. You use these as a trailer. You can even drop shot these. You could do a couple different things with these, but probably as a trailer. All right, there they are. Double tail plastic soft lures there. All right, what else do we got? We got the strap for the glasses. Temu lost some fun. Oh, look at this. This is called. This is from Walkfish. Now, Walkfish, I think, was a Chinese company, so they must be. But they look at this. They just crammed this thing in here. This packaging is obviously not. Well, it looks like it's meant for a crankbait, and they slammed this thing in a crankbait box. And what this is a weedless spinnerbait. Not the best packaging, I will have to say. I guess they're trying to save on shipping. I'm not using this box. I will be discarding this box. And it's in this little package. Let's see what the weedless spinnerbait looks like. I'm just going to open the whole thing. I'm just going to cut it open. This weedless spinnerbait, poorly packaged, was $5.25. It's actually a good-looking spinnerbait. I like it. But the packaging was terrible. Now, this thing almost feels like the thinnest. I don't know if that's aluminum, but it is thin. But I like the beads on there. The red and white effect. The hook feels pretty strong. I wonder if you put one of these as a trailer. Boom. Try it out. Now, I'm not seeing... Oh, it's why it's weedless. I don't really see a weedless component. And that matters at my lake, man. She's after Texas rig everything. All right, cool. Poorly packaged weedless spinnerbait, although I don't think it's that weedless. What do we got here? New Age Temu. Oh, cool. This one actually is pretty nice. Bait actually intended for the box. All right. It's a little jerk bait I bought. I like it. I like the rainbow trout effect. I think one of the options for bigger bass in our lake is eating rainbow trout, and so I like to use a lot of rainbow trout type baits, trying to get a bigger bass. And here it is. I think it's a great looking rainbow trout trick bait. Hooks could be changed, although it is pretty sharp. Just got my finger. I did buy some treble hooks. What do you guys think? Not a bad looking jerk bait. I have to throw this. Maybe get lucky. All right. So this entire package, all this stuff that I'm opening today on the channel, cost me $101. So is this a better or worse deal than previous Temu from China? All right, so these are some flukes. I thought this was a fun coloring, this white with the red. I don't really have anything like that in a fluke. So I use this actually probably more in the saltwater, the size of this. Okay. You can use these for sea bass. They hit white flukes a lot. I think the red might be an interesting addition to it. So I was going to try these out on a sea bass trip and see if I got lucky with that. Pleased with that. All right, last package from Temu. Temu with tariffs. Has anyone else been? Has everyone just stopped their Temu buying, or are they still on there? Tell me where you guys are at. All right. This package came from, I think, Compton, California, which is not that far from me. I'm a California guy. All right, some drop shot weights. All right, I think these are 1/8 of an ounce, if I remember correctly. All right, not sure. I have to look back on my printout. Does it say? Yeah, 1/8 ounce. Okay. So actually, these are 3/16 ounce. 3/16 of an ounce. Okay. And those were, the 3/16 of an ounce were $9.68 for all these. So pretty good price. All right. So these, I'll tell you the story. Saw a video of a guy on YouTube using these to catch a lot of fish. And he was saying in the video that the one hooked, there's lots of variations of these, and I've actually bought these from Temu before, but the ones I got were bigger. But this guy was catching trout, he was catching bass with these ones. And it was the single hook ones that he says have the better action. And he says he just shreds with these. Now, the website that he shared to buy these were selling for $10 a pop. I'm like, $10 for this little tiny lure? And I went on Temu, and this is actually what made me order all this stuff, was that. And I found these, the single hook model, very small. And the 5 set was only $9.65. So I got 5 for the price of 1 off the website. So this was a great deal, and they seem high quality to me, and I'm excited to try them. Okay, there they are in all their glory. Got like a striped bass, looks like a bass. Maybe that's the striped bass. That's a rainbow, and that's some kind of other bass. So anyways, I'm going to try these out and see what kind of luck I have with these. I'm going to try them out tomorrow. The guy says you can catch trout, you can catch bass, you can catch anything with these things. Bluegill, you name it. He says everything chases them. So I'm going to try it out and report back. Like I said, this is $9.65 for 5 of them compared to if you buy them from the website the guy was suggesting. Maybe it's a different quality. Maybe it's a higher quality. I don't know, but all right. here we go. What do we got here? I don't even remember buying this. So these are drop shot rigs, and I didn't realize, I thought it was just the hook and the swivels and the beads. I didn't realize it actually came with baits. I'm trying to open it. It's sealed quite nicely. I might pause the video and... All right, now I'm done wrestling with this. So these are drop shot rigs. And it looks like they have 10 drop shot rigs. And they even gave you little baits to attach to the drop shot. You got some tails, some paddle tails. I didn't even know that they came with baits. Yeah, so some pre-rigged drop shot stuff. So I was going to try it out. Have it pre-rigged. Slap it on there. Kind of out of drop shot season. I'll have to wait until the fish get a little bit lower again. But, all right. So far, I'm very excited. And the last item, and I need these. Another thing I need is, I was going to actually go to the store and buy some lightweight bullet heads for my Texas rigs. All right, these are 1/8 of an ounce. That's what my preferred weight is these days. I like a slow fall on the Texas rigs, worms or paddle tails or whatever I'm using. Mostly worms, like robo worms. All right, so let's recap what I got from Temu. Temu Tariffs. That's what they should call it now. All right, I got the drop shot rigs. I got the hooks, the weights, the beads, the baits even. And that was $867 for the pre-rigs. We got the red-faced flukes. We got the supposed weedless spinnerbait. I think it's just a spinner bait. I don't see anything that would make this weedless, but I like the coloring on it. I got the trout jerk bait. I got some 8-ounce bullet weights. I got 3/16 ounce drop shot weights. I got these bionic slow sinking segmented baits. The pack of 5 was $9.65. We got a barrel swivel set. We got some treble hook set. We got some single double tail trailer baits. We got some polarized sunglasses. I actually think these look pretty nice, pretty lightweight. Use these tomorrow. Came with a strap. I got the 3-way swivels for my donkey rigs. And finally, I got some drop shot hook swivel sets. All right, that's what I got from $100. The new wave Temu. What do you guys think? How'd I do? I don't think it's quite as exciting as old Temu, but there's still some deals to be had. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm excited to get these for $9.65. Like I said, I found a website where these were $10 a pop. And there they are. And like I said, I feel like the quality is pretty good on these. I'm going to fish them tomorrow and see if I get any hits. All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fishing Box Addict. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers in a year. So please subscribe, like, comment, become a regular viewer of the Fishing Box Addict. Go catch some fish. Fishing Box Addict out.